Hey everyone, this is Radiant Prosperity coming at you from the vehicle, from the Grubhub mobile. I'm out here early this morning. It's like 6 a.m., a little after 6 a.m., so it's still kind of dark out. I just got some gas. And I'm ready to rock and roll. So I wanted to come on and say hi. And yes, this is Radiant Prosperity coming at you in the capacity of Grubhub food delivery driver. Yes, indeed. So I supplement my income. Well, I have multiple streams of income. I have an online business, mvpshopsonline.com. I blog. I have an ebook. I do a little affiliate marketing. I participate in different focus groups and get compensated. Focus groups through marketing research companies, and what else? I have a few investments in crypto and the stock market, and anyway. So this video is in the capacity of being a Grubhub driver. Yes, I do believe in having multiple streams of income, and I'm retired. So I receive a monthly pension, so that's another stream of income. But I do believe in having multiple streams of income, but I mainly make these videos, yes, for people who may be like, oh, let me just look in the life of a food delivery driver, a Grubhub specifically food delivery driver. Yes, there are others, but I drive for Grubhub, and I've been driving for Grubhub for like almost 10 years, on and off, since they first came to this market, like back in, 2016, I'm thinking, 2015, 2016, somewhere around there. And so I've been doing it on and off to supplement my income. And beyond that, I do like getting around and going to different restaurants, restaurants that I may otherwise not have even heard of or known existed, outside of discovering them doing Grubhub, whether I'm picking up from that restaurant or seeing another restaurant while I am out driving. Also, I like meeting different people. I get to meet different people at restaurants. I get to meet different diners, aka customers, patrons. I like that. And I also like going to different neighborhoods. There are so many neighborhoods, so many subdivisions here, so many hidden gems you wouldn't even know were there outside of me discovering them doing Grubhub. So I also like that too. And I get to go into gated communities and just beautiful, luxurious subdivisions, and the apartment communities and the condominium communities. They're just all beautiful. And the landscaping, the lushness of the trees, and the well manicured green grass, and the colorful flowers, and how they're so beautifully arranged, and the landscaping is immaculate. So I enjoy all of that, being a Grubhub food deliverer. Grubhub food delivery driver. And also, I really want to bring this area to you as well, because some people may not be familiar with, a lot of people around the world. Shoot, I'm not familiar with a lot of places around the world, and a lot of people around the world are not familiar with, Charlotte, North Carolina. So that's another reason why I like to bring, you these videos, because you could get an idea of, what the area looks like, the different restaurants, the different, subdivisions, the different, strip malls, the different commercial areas, the different residential areas that I frequent while driving. You can get an idea of what the areas look like. You may want to visit, you may want to move here, or you may just be genuinely curious, like, I wonder what it's like in Charlotte, North Carolina, and the surrounding areas, because the area that I live in and I mostly work in is called Ballantyne, and that's like South Charlotte, and so it's right near South Carolina. As a matter of fact, I just came from the gas station in South Carolina, because their gas is a little cheaper than North Carolina. So I drive there. It's like 5 minutes from my house, and get gas. And so I generally am in that area as well. That's like called Indian Land. And then there's Fort Mill, there's Rock Hill, Lancaster, Waxhaw, Weddington, Providence Road, Arboretum, Piper Glen, just naming a couple of the areas, South Park, that are around me and that I genuinely do Grubhub food deliveries in. So as a Grubhub driver, of course, you first have to, go to Grubhub's website and apply to be a driver. And then, once you're approved, of course you have to have, a valid driver's license that's in good standing. You have to have, full coverage insurance on your vehicle. But I also believe that in some markets, people, use their bike, or hey, maybe walk, depending on where you are. But, here where I'm at in Charlotte, North Carolina, is mostly using your vehicle. Now, some people may use their bike. I don't know. I'm not the knower of all things, in that area. But yeah, so you apply to be a driver, and then of course, you get the Grubhub food delivery app, and they do have it where, you can get on a schedule. A lot of times lately, I haven't been getting on the schedule because, like I mentioned earlier, I do marketing research focus groups, and there's no way for me to know in advance when I will be scheduled for a focus group. So I kind of try to keep my schedule with Grubhub open and just come out, generally at the same times every day. But if I get asked to participate in a marketing research study group, I'm available. And then if I'm not participating in a marketing research focus group, I'm doing Grubhub. I'm, working on my online stores. I'm recording, this video for my YouTube channel. But yeah, so I come out, I turn on my app. When I get what is called an offer, like Grubhub calls it an offer, like of course my phone will chime that I got an offer. There's a big button that comes up to ask me, you know, if I want to accept the offer. You know, you accept the offer, and then it navigates you through. Like, it shows you the name of the restaurant. It shows you, you know, there's a navigation button that you can push so you can get help navigating there, you know, like AKA through the GPS. Then when you get to the diner, you click the app that you've arrived. Then of course you go in and you pick up the food. Nowadays, especially post-pandemic, they have like pickup areas, you know, where the receipt is already like on the bag, with the diner's name on it. And that's what Grubhub calls our customers, diners, with their name on it. And then, you know, you pick it up, and then you toggle on the app that you got the order, and then the app switches over to the diner's name, the diner's first name and first initial of the last name, to take you to the diner's address, the drop-off address. You know, most of the time it's residential, but sometimes it's business, especially, you know, during lunchtime. People are ordering lunch at work. And then, you know, you navigate to the diner's home. When you get there, you click arrived in the app so the diner can see, you know, because the diner, as you all probably know, I'm sure you've ordered food, whether from Grubhub or not, from a food delivery service, you can basically track the driver. And so when I arrive, I click the arrive button, and then I drop the food off, generally, you know, on the porch of, you know, the house, or, you know, the front door, and then, you know, take a picture of the drop off, and then slide the toggle over that you made the delivery, and then that's it. You're ready for your next delivery. Nowadays, also sometimes they send the diner a 2-digit code, and the diner has to send me, the Grubhub driver, the 2-digit code so that I can mark it as delivered. So sometimes there's a 2-digit code, sometimes you take a picture. Sometimes in the restaurants, they want to see, you know, your app before you pick up the food, because a lot of times people, lately people have been either taking the food that doesn't belong to them, or there are some drivers that don't speak English, I've, you know, been told, and I've seen, and they just don't understand, and they pick up the wrong bag. So now a lot of restaurants, they'll ask you, you know, to see your phone just to confirm that, you know, you are legitimately picking up food and that you're picking up the right food. So yeah, you know, that's generally how it goes. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to, of course, understand that. Everybody basically understands that. But again, I do like to show like the areas that I'm into, so that, again, just in case somebody is looking for, having interest in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, you can get an idea of that from my videos. So this is going to follow, this is going to be followed with different footage from different areas. I could be at a restaurant, I could be in a subdivision, I could be driving on the road, I could be, you know, at a park. I'm near a park right now. And generally it's kind of slow early in the mornings, so I'll just put my headphones in and walk around a little bit to get a little exercise, you know, to use the time wisely. And also, I do, you know, post shorts on, I pull cards, like I pull tarot cards. I may pull, do a 1-card tarot pull every now and then to give a message about money. Because this is Radiant Prosperity. This is an abundance channel. So sometimes I do shorts, short videos, pulling a tarot card for money. So, you know, you can get a money message that may or may not resonate with you, but they're there. And also, sometimes I do videos on crystals. I'm very much into working with energy and how everything is energy. For example, this is my tiger eye crystal that I'm working with today. And I also have a tumbled tiger eye stone in my pocket right next to my solar plexus chakra, because the tiger eye resonates with your solar plexus chakra. So I also have videos up about, you know, crystals and working with crystal energies and crystal energies for abundance. So generally the channel is about abundance and prosperity and get your money, because we need money to live in this world, and we want to live comfortably, luxuriously, and easily as possible. So yeah, so thank you. And I'm gonna be adding like video footage of the areas that I'm doing Grubhub in, you know, so that you can see the different areas, in case, you know, that helps you in some form or fashion as well. But you have a great day, no matter what time of the day it is when you watch this video, and I hope you enjoy the footage that is shared here. And I hope that, you know, it helps you in some form of fashion, whether, you know, you have an interest in food delivery service, whether you have an interest in tarot readings about money, whether you're interested in crystals, anything that's about abundance and multiple streams of income. That's what this channel is about. And, you know, you get to view, you know, the beauty and lushness and the abundance of different areas that are here on the channel as well. In Charlotte, Ballantyne, Fort Mill, Lancaster, Indian Land, Indian Trail, Waxhaw, Weddington. These are some of the areas that are around. Okay, enjoy.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Rushmore Drive. At the next stop sign, turn right. At the stop sign, turn right onto Ballantyne Commons Parkway. In half a mile, turn left onto Lancaster Highway. At the next light, turn left. At the light, turn left onto Lancaster Highway. In 1.8 miles, arrive at your destination. In half a mile, arrive at your destination. You've entered the parking lot for your destination. Arrived.
He kind of looked like George. He kind of looked like George Battle to me. Oh, I'm not supposed to be talking. I'm talking about the homeowner. Looked like my boss a little bit, my former boss. He was one of my favorite. I had 3 employers that were like my favorites. Judge Joseph B. Williams, the late great, Judge Honorable Yvonne Lewis, and George E. Battle III. They were oh my God, I love them. Anyway, let's just enjoy the beauty of this luxurious residential community.
In half a mile, turn right onto Seminole Drive. Turn right onto Seminole Drive, then the destination is on your right. At the stop sign, turn left onto Firethorn Club Drive. At the next stop sign, turn right. At the stop sign, turn right onto Marvin Road. Turn left onto Compton Court. At the next stop sign, turn left. At the stop sign, turn left onto Prescott Pond Lane, then take the first left onto Beverly Crest Boulevard. Turn right onto Providence Manor Road. In a quarter mile, turn left onto Cedar Bird Lane. Turn left onto Cedar Bird Lane, then take the first right onto Plantation Road. At the stop sign, turn right onto Plantation Road.